The main event of Monumental II underway. Relentless Wrestling Heavyweight Championship on the line. The champion, Royce Isaacs. The challenger, Kevin Blackwood. Their last encounter, their only other encounter, was last year for the West Coast Pro Championship. Blackwood came out on top that night. So not only does Isaacs want to keep his title, he wants to avenge that loss. Blackwood has him down in that side headlock. Royce trying to roll him over. Royce is definitely going to have a size and strength advantage. But Blackwood is nimble and also surprisingly strong considering his stature. You don't expect power moves from someone who looks like Blackwood, but he'll hit you with them. But he just found out what power was all about. Getting taken down by the big bad deadlift daddy, Royce Isaacs. Crowd is starting to chant Timu Goldberg at Royce Isaacs. With the shaved head and goatee, I could see the resemblance. But Isaacs isn't a two-move wrestler. Sorry, I'm not a fan of Goldberg. He ended Bret Hart's career. Off the ropes, Blackwood hits a shoulder block, sending Isaacs. Isaacs hits the shoulder block, sending Blackwood to the canvas. Blackwood under. Blackwood over. Changing the directions. Ducks a clothesline. Goes to a different rope, and he shoulder blocks Isaacs to the mat, and Isaacs is going to take a moment to rethink what he's going to do against the aesthetic crippling. Blackwood loves that top rope double stomp. He's also recently incorporated a tombstone pile driver into his repertoire, calling it the Mongo Spike in tribute to Steve Mongo McMichael. Isaacs is going to be looking for the sleepy eyes of death, his own tombstone, but he does it cradle style to drive him further. And he just drove that boot into the midsection of Kevin Blackwood and a big forearm to the side of the challenger's head. And another one, staggering Blackwood back. Blackwood now answering with forearms of his own. And the knees of Isaac starting to buckle under that barrage of forearms. Isaac's getting the reversal. Blackwood ducks a clothesline. And Blackwood hits a lariat of his own. Now, just striking from all angles. Isaacs ducking the spin kick. Standing switch. Swings a leg. Double stomp. Blackwood is more than the complete package. And he wants to suplex Royce Isaacs. Isaacs blocking it. Dropping his weight down to make himself harder to lift. Blackwood floats behind. Meets Isaacs with the boot. Fakes out Isaacs, who was going for the scoop slam. Isaacs fakes him out. And what a spinning clothesline. Discus clothesline from the champion. Sending Blackwood head over heels. And this is not where Blackwood wants to be. The weight of Isaacs holding him down as he rained blows onto his head. Blackwood's head covered in hearts. I presume theming with the casino tonight. Off the ropes, keeps a hold. Maintaining that wrist control and buries that knee into the breadbasket. Does so again. doubling Blackwood over. And one more time for good measure. And now has him in a gut wrench. And throws Kevin Blackwood across the ring. Referee with the count. 2. Blackwood able to kick out. What amazing strength from Isaacs. You don't see very many people who can just heave another person around. But Blackwood, undaunted. Or maybe daunted now, because he wasn't able to get that lift on Isaacs. Isaacs has both arms controlled and takes him over his head in a suplex. Isaacs thinks that could be it. 2. Blackwood out of it. Isaacs going to try to wear out the new wave. Got him stretching, wrenching back on both of those shoulders and pulling the pecs apart. Embracing for further leverage and impact. Blackwood's got life in him, though. Able to get that leg moved out the back door, front face lock. And from there, raining some punches into the midsection. I think he was about to suplex Royce over, but Royce blocking it. Blocks the kick. And a big shoulder-to-back suplex. Blackwood tried to get up right afterwards, but staggered back down into the corner. And Isaac's feeling like he is in firm control. 3-point stance. Blackwood up and over. Runs into the boot of Isaacs. Isaacs onto the second rope. Getting Blackwood in his sights. But Blackwood had Isaacs in his sights, hitting that knee. And both main event competitors are down. Blackwood easing his way up. Royce not too far behind. Blackwood the first to his feet. Big chop. Leg kick. Another chop. Another leg kick. Another chop. Trying to bust down that big tree that is Isaacs. Ducks a clothesline. And what an exploder from Kevin Blackwood. Taking the champion over. Leaping elbow in the corner. Blackwood creating some space. That drop kick looked like he was just floating through the air. Gravity means nothing to Kevin Blackwood. Isaacs did not want to be suplexed, so Blackwood has him in the fireman's carry. Isaacs out. What an elbow from Royce Isaacs. But Blackwood has his wrist. Blackwood scooping him up. Death Valley driver. Do we have a new champion? We've got 2 and no. This is Isaac's first defense in his reign as Relentless Heavyweight Champion. Blackwood getting psyched up. Climbing to the top. Isaac saw it coming. Blackwood able to change his landing, but runs into the elbow of Royce Isaacs. And now a big forearm from the champion. One answering back from Blackwood. Isaacs. Even the referee cringing at these shots. Bone on bone contact. Back and forth between these two warriors. And Isaacs looks like he's getting the better of the exchange. Now getting him from both sides. What a backhand, and what an insecurity. Blackwood kind of staggered, and that hesitation cost him as he met that forearm. Isaacs sends him off. He's going for a spinning suplex. Blackwood out the back door. German suplex from Kevin Blackwood. Isaacs on his feet. Isaacs with a German suplex. And Blackwood on his feet. Both men clothesline. Isaacs gets the better of that in a clothesline war. A man with arms the size of Royce Isaacs is going to win. Sends Blackwood into the ropes. Scoops him up. He could be going for those sleepy eyes of death. No. Northern Lights bomb. And Blackwood just barely gets out of there. Isaacs looking almost frustrated. Definitely getting frustrated with the crowd here. Slowly pulling Blackwood up. And yeah, he's going for the end. He's going for the sleepy eyes of death. Blackwood squirms out, rolls him up. We've got two. Isaacs picks out. Blackwood eats that elbow again. Isaac scooping. Blackwood squirming. Blackwood out to the apron. Commentary from the apron. Kevin Blackwood to the top rope. And Isaacs getting out of the way, out onto the apron. But I don't think he's safe out there. Big knees to the champion from Kevin Blackwood. Looked like he was attempting a Meteora. But instead of going down to the apron, they went all the way to the floor here of the pavilion of the Northern Quest Resort and Casino. And here's the trouble now that Blackwood is in. Isaacs might be dead weight out there. And Isaacs has a lot of weight to move. Blackwood realizing his error. Smartly breaking up the count. And now able to get Isaacs up and back into the ring. That was a lot of time for Isaacs to recover. And Isaacs scoops him over. Crucifix pin. Only a 2 count for both. Roaring elbow from Kevin Blackwood. And Isaacs pulling the referee in the way. Blackwood getting the referee out. And I am not sure if Isaacs didn't do that on purpose. I think he could have stopped and not clotheslined Brad Lee, but he didn't. Blackwood out the back door. Rolls Isaacs through. What a knee strike. Blackwood. Brainbuster. Isaacs is out. The crowd can count all they want, but unfortunately, the man whose count matters is laying supine in the corner. After suffering a huge lariat from the champion. And that shot was a little low. And Isaacs throwing Blackwood hard with that exploder. Signaling he wants another ref out here. Referee Fidel makes his way down. Dragging up into the German with a bridge. Blackwood able to get the shoulder up. Blackwood demonstrating exactly how tough he is. Withstanding that low blow. And the exploder and that hard German. Isaacs is just frustrated now that did not end the match. I don't think Fidel deserved that. Isaacs just straight punching him in the mouth. And Fidel is out on the floor, dragging up into the German again. Blackwood struggling. Standing switch for both. Blackwood breaks the grip, gets him sent over, and now it's Blackwood's turn for a low blow onto Royce Isaacs. Double stomp from the second rope into the small of the back of Royce, and the challenger is rolling. Full head of steam, and that was a hell of a kick. And Blackwood on the top rope. There's that huge stomp, taking the champion all the way down. Referee in the ring. And we have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new Relentless Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Kevin Blackwood.
Royce Isaacs not able to avenge his demon. And his demon is now wearing more gold. Kevin Blackwood, the 6th Relentless Wrestling Heavyweight Champion